Hello friends, welcome to English Advantage. In this video tutorial, I am going to tell you most important common error questions for the competitive exam, and these common error questions are based on adjective. And these questions I have selected from the last 10 years question paper of different competitive exams. So these questions are very important for examination point of view. So let us see all these questions one by one. Sorry, this is the question number 1. Incorrect sentence 1. Ajay is elder to his brother by 5 years. See, in this kind of question there are 5 parts. Each question is divided into 5 parts. Part A, part B, part C, part D, and no other part E. So while solving such kind of question, you have to see each and every part very carefully. This is the best way. This is the best way to solve such kind of sentences. Now see the first part. Ajay is elder to his brother. Now the Ajay is being compared with his brother. So while comparing, we do not use this word elder. In place of this word, we have to use older. This word is not used for comparison. The right word is older, and older is always followed by then. Elder is followed by to, but older is followed by then. So in this sentence, the problematic part is, the erroneous part is B. So the answer would be B. Now let us see the next question. Incorrect sentence number 2. Little knowledge is a dangerous thing. Here we are saying little knowledge. So here we want to say that some knowledge, little knowledge but some knowledge. So to indicate some, we have to say a little, because little is a negative word. Little means hardly any, almost nothing. So we have to make it positive. How can we make it positive? We can make it positive by putting a here, a little, because a little means some. It's a positive word. Now little is negative word. So that is why the answer would be A, because there is a grammatical error in part A. So the answer would be A. Okay, I hope you have understood well. Now let us see the next question. Incorrect sentence number 3. Sachin Tendulkar scored less runs in this series than in the previous one. Now here see, this part is correct. Sachin Tendulkar scored. Now here see, less runs. Now with the runs, since runs is a countable noun, we cannot use less, because less is used with the uncountable nouns. With the countable noun, we have to use few. So since we are comparing here, the comparative form of fewer we have to use here. Less is used for uncountable noun like water, oil, or whatever that is uncountable. We use less, because less is the comparative form of little. So where since the runs and this is the countable noun, we have to use fewer here, not the less. This is very, very important, and this question has come in OBC Clerk 2009 exam. All the questions I have taken from the previous year question papers, and these questions are all very, very important. I have indicated here. Now let us see the next question. Incorrect sentence number 4. Tea is more preferable than coffee in most part of India. Now let us see each and every part one by one. Tea is, this is correct. More preferable than. Now this is the problematic part, because preferable is itself a comparative degree. So that is why it is not preceded by more, and it is also not followed by then, it is followed by to. So in this sentence there are two grammatical error, you can say two wrong words. So in place of this more preferable than, you have to say preferable to only. Preferable to, because this is a comparative degree. So this is the erroneous part, this is the error. So the answer would be this B, answer B. This is very important, and this has already come in SSC Tax Assistant Exam 2004. Now let us see the next question. Incorrect sentence number 5. Rohit Sharma's batting performance is more commendable this year than last year. See, we are comparing something. This then indicate that we are comparing something. But when we compare something, both the things that we are comparing should be of the equal measure, or should be of the equal standard. Now here we are comparing the Rohit Sharma's batting performance with the last year, not last year's performance. So to make certain changes, we have to say something here. Rohit Sharma's batting performance is more commendable this year than that of last year, or we can say the performance of last year. So here we have to put some word. So that is why where here here we have corrected this sentence by putting that of. That of means performance. So for the singular nouns we have to we say normally that of, and for the plural noun we say those of. So that is why this sentence can be corrected by putting that of here. So the answer would be D. This is also very very important, and it has come in Indian Bank PO exam 2010. Now let us see the next question, next important question that is based on adjective. This building is more attractive than any building in New Delhi. Now this building is till here, this is correct. More attractive than, this is till here, this is also correct. But mind you that then is always followed by any other, because if we say any, the any will include this building also. So we have to omit this building from the whole comparison. So after this then we have to say here any other, then any other. So this is the erroneous part, this is the wrong part. We have to say here any other, like this, any other. So then is followed by any other. So the answer would be C. This question has come in SBI Clerk 2008. Now let us see the next question. The coaching institutes in New Delhi are superior than. See, the coaching institutes in New Delhi, till here this question is correct, are superior than. Now this is wrong, because there are certain words which are followed by to, not then, like superior, like inferior, like prior to. There are many words which are followed, like preferable or prefer or prior. These words are followed by to, not by then. So that is why this is the grammatical mistake part, B part. This B part you have to say here are superior to. So that is why the answer would be this B. B is the right answer. Okay. So now let us see the next question. The well furnished house. The well furnished house is necessary for a decent living. This is actually well furnished. This should be read well furnished. So the well furnished house is necessary for a decent living. This is okay. But we are here talking about the general well furnished house, any well furnished house. We are not talking about a particular or a specific well furnished house. A well furnished house is needed for a decent living, and it could be any house. So that is why we don't have to make it specific, we have to make it general. We are using the well furnished house in a general sense. So that is why we have to say here a well furnished house is necessary for a decent living. A means any, it could be any house. We are talking about the well furnished house in a general sense, not the specific sense. So that is why we will not use the here, we will use A here. So the answer would be A. Okay. So now let us see the next question. The next incorrect question number 9 is the mental strength is what makes you successful in any field. This is true, that the mental strength of a person is responsible for his being successful in any field. But here we are talking about the mental strength in a general sense, not a specific sense. Everybody requires mental strength to be successful. It's not specific. We are talking about in the general sense. So that is why this the you have to remove from here. This the will not come. Mental strength is what makes you successful in any field, because mental strength is applicable to anybody and everybody. This is not specific. We are talking about the general sense, not particular sense. So that is why this the will not come. This is very very common error, and this has come in NABARD exam 2008. NABARD exam 2008. Very common error. Okay. So I hope you have understood this well. Now let us see the next question. Incorrect sentence number 10. We all know that the cement is used for building. Till here we all know that. Till here this is correct. Now let us see the second part. The cement. We cannot say the cement, because cement is a material noun, and cement here is being used in the general sense. The cement is used in each and every house. It's not specific. And furthermore, cement is material, and before material we do not use article when we use them in the general sense. So the cement will not, the will not come here. The answer would be B. This is also very important common error. It has come in IOB PU exam 2008. So now let us see the next question. Much of the problems in India are, problems is followed by are, this is okay, linked to, this is also correct, poverty and corruption. So the problem lies here actually in this word. because we are talking about the problems, and problems is a countable noun. So with the countable noun, we do not use much. We have to use many. Many of the problems, because much is used with the uncountable noun. Uh, okay. Much work or much anything that is uncountable, we use much. With the countable, we use many. So this is the problematic part, and the answer would be A. Now let us see the next question. I have a request. Okay, this is till here. This is correct. I could you lend me any money? See, this is a question related with the any and some. Some is used in the affirmative sentences, and any is used in a negative and questions. So this is also a question, but at the same time, this is a request. So with the in the request, we have to use some in place of any in the on all the request question. Okay. So in place of in any, we have to use here some, because this is a request. In request related question, even if they are the questions, we have to use some in place of any. So the answer would be D. Now let us see the next question. The managing director realized the need for a realistic and a customer friendly plan for the speedy growth of the company. The managing director realized, till here this is correct, the need for, this is also correct, a realistic and a customer friendly plan. He is talking about the plan which is both realistic and customer friendly. So that is why the plan is same, and plan has two qualities, it's realistic and customer. We are talking about the one and plan, one and the same plan. So that is why we have to use this A not twice but only once, because the plan is same and plan is both realistic and customer friendly. So this A will not come here. A will come only once. So that is why this is the problematic part. The answer would be C. The managing director realized the need for a realistic and customer friendly plan. So answer would be C. This is also a very important question and has come in OBC Bank PO exam 2008. Now let us see the next question. The manager and assistant of Mr. Malya were. Were means there are two persons. Were simply means there are two persons. So we have to put the twice. The manager and the assistant of Mr. Malya, because this sentence imply that this is the same person. The manager and assistant is the same person. But this were indicate that these are the two persons. So that is why we have to put the here, the manager and the assistant. So the problematic part is A, and the answer would be A. Now let us see the next question. The English and Hindi language are very common in India. The English, see here we are using the only once, but you have to use the twice. Even before this Hindi, the da will come, because the same language cannot be Hindi as well as English. There are two different languages. So to indicate that there are two different languages, we have to use the here. The English and the Hindi language are very common. So just see, the English and the Hindi language are very common. So the mistake is here in the A part. But if you are saying it, if you are making the languages plural, you don't have to repeat this the. You can say like this, the English and Hindi languages. I am making it plural, so this sentence is also correct. This way you can also use it. So this is also very important. It is come in OBC Bank PO exam 2008. Now let us see the next question. Strength of a team lies in its unity and teamwork. This is true, that the strength of a team lies in its unity and teamwork. Which strength we are talking about? We are not talking about the strength in the general sense. We are talking about the strength of a team. Strength of a team. So that is why we have to make it particularized. This word needs to be particularized. We have to put the here, the strength of a team. Okay. So this way we can make it particularized. So this is the error part A. The answer would be A here. I hope you have understood all these mistakes very well. Now let us see the next question. Incorrect sentence number 17. It was the coldest and dry day and no error. Just see, when you use this superlative degree, when there are two adjectives, both the adjectives has to be in the same form. Here it is the superlative degree, here it is the positive degree. So you have to make it superlative also. So the sentence will be, it was the coldest and driest day. These superlative we are using with the same day. So that is why we don't have to put the here. The same day is driest as well as coldest. Sorry. So it was the coldest and driest day. But this can also be said like this: it was a cold and dry day. Both degrees are positive, dry and cold. So this sentence is also correct. Now let us see the next sentence. Poor are always looked down upon by the rich. This should be by the rich. So poor are always hated by the rich. This is what the sentence means. So here we are saying the rich. The rich means the rich people actually. This the, by indicating, by putting the here, we are saying the rich people. So it has become a group. So in the same way we have to make the same group here by putting the here. The poor means the poor people, the poor community. Okay. So we have to make it the poor. The poor means poor people are always looked down upon by the rich. So this way this part is wrong, and it has come in SBI bank clerk exam 2009. So the answer would be A. Now let us see the next question. It is common knowledge that an iron is a useful metal. Iron is definitely a metal. Iron is a kind of material, and with the material noun we do not use a or an or any article if we are talking about in the general sense. So that is why you have to remove this n from here. The correct word would be iron. So the answer would be B. Now let us take the another example. This is also a correct. An iron is a gadget of daily use. We are talking about iron of the daily use. Iron as a gadget, iron as a object. Because here we are talking of the object which is used to make clothes smooth. This is also called press. Okay. So here we are talking about the iron as a object. So here the n is correct. Here you are not using this iron as a metal or material, but as a object. So here this n is correct. So this sentence is perfectly okay. Now let us see the last sentence. All the students go to the school at 7 a.m. in the morning. All the students, this part is correct. Go to the school. See, with certain names like school, like church, like temple, like hospital, when we use them for their primary purpose, we do not put this the. If we use them for any other purpose, for the secondary purpose, we can use this the. So here, since we are using the school for the primary purpose, the students are going to school, and this is what the school is for. So that is why this the you have to remove here, remove from here. Just see, all the students go to school, not go to the school at 7 a.m. in the morning. But if you are talking about the school as a building or as a meeting point, as a particular place, or if you are using the school as a secondary for the secondary purpose, then you have to use the. Just see, you can come and meet me at the school at 7 p.m. on Sunday. So here the school is being used as a meeting point, as a building. So that is why you have to use here the. This sentence is correct. This is also very common, and it has come in SSC Investigators Exam 2002. So these all are very, very important questions for examination point of view. I hope you have understood this well. And if you have liked this video, please like, share and comment, and do not forget to subscribe. Thank you very much.